All right. Good afternoon, Coach Hintz. Appreciate you taking some time out of your afternoon to have a little call with us and tell us a little bit more about Macalester. I'm super excited to have you here. So, if you could just start out, tell the young coaches a little bit about yourself, maybe your past experiences and how you ended up where you are today.
Yeah, so I'm the head of sports performance at Macalester College in St. Paul, Minnesota, going on my 5th year here. Before that, I was at a sports medicine clinic, so did a little bit of stuff in the private sector. And before that, I did an internship at the University of Alabama. I've also worked at Aurora Hospitals in Green Bay. And I've done other volunteer internships at Wisconsin Green Bay and also Marquette University. We have a staff of 3 coaches, 3 trained coaches, and then every semester we try and bring on at least 2 interns, possibly a 3rd one too. We have 21 varsity sports, and I teach a weightlifting class also.
That's awesome. That's super cool. It seems like you had a really diverse background, being able to work in the private and the collegiate sector. So that's super cool. Not a lot of coaches have that with them. So looking more at your intern coaches, can you give us just maybe a better idea of what their daily schedule will be and the things that they'll do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, our interns are definitely going to do. They're going to have a hands-on experience, that's for sure. We need the help, with 21 varsity sports, and we're going all day, so we can be in the gym at 6 a.m. and we really want to get everybody out by 7 p.m. That doesn't mean that everybody's doing a 12, 13-hour day, but you may have a morning off or an afternoon off. I've been pretty flexible with my interns. I know that we can't pay you, so we're going to offer time where they can go ahead and find a part-time job and get that stuff done. Or if they are going to school yet and they can do it for credit and only come in the afternoon, that's fine. But when they're here, it's definitely hands-on. You're on the floor. We have a field house upstairs where we typically do our warm-ups or our conditioning. And sometimes an intern is taking them through the warm-up and I'm in the weight room, or it's vice versa. I'm taking them through conditioning upstairs and they're in the weight room with the team. There's also times where we have 2 or 3 teams in the weight room at one time. You get kind of chaotic. So we definitely won't need somebody that wants to coach. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. I think that hands-on experience is definitely difficult at the start, but super important for your development as a coach. So looking more at, I know you put a little bit of the curriculum down on the website that they can see below, but if you could just tell us a little bit more about what do you think your young coaches are going to gain from an experience at Macalester?
Yeah, like I said, they're going to gain hands-on experience for sure, but we like to take them through our cues and our lifting techniques and things like that. And I always tell them, like, the first week or 2, you're probably just going to shadow and just watch and hear our verbiage and things like that. But eventually I want to take them through the way we do some testing, with our Vertec or the 3-rep max on the squat and bench, stuff like that. And then and get them into coaching as soon as we can. And then we like to throw stuff at them like basic strength and conditioning principles and philosophies, and then have them read some articles and then bring that to the staff and tell us, what they found out, and we can have a good discussion about that. And at the end of the semester, I love to take them through a mock interview. Just give them more experience, in the interview process. And we've had some interns like fully dressed up, suit and tie, and take it real seriously. So it's kind of been pretty neat.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know. I think I'm going through the interview process myself. Just graduating college. It's definitely a bit intimidating, but it's awesome that you give those interns that experience. So looking back on, I know you said you've been there for 5 years. Has there been any interns that have really stood out in your eyes, and what made them stand out so much?
Yeah, I'd have to say, so we had an intern come, and she's been working in different sectors, after getting her exercise science degree. And she actually worked at a hotel for like 10 years and wanted to get back into, strength and conditioning and personal training and stuff like that. And she sought out our internship, and in one semester, she was really, really good. She worked hard. She was on time all the time, and everything I threw at her, she got it done. It was never, I didn't have to catch up with her. So we're always looking for somebody that just takes on a task and get it done. But we had a coach leave, and I actually wanted her to just jump in that position, and she was totally willing, and was an assistant by the next semester. And the funny thing is, only 1 year in, and she got another job at Morningside University in Iowa, and that's where she currently is right now. And I think it was really her work ethic and attention to detail that kind of made her, just jump up the ladder so quick.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially like a non-traditional route like that, kind of leaving the field for a little bit and then being able to come back. Definitely not something you hear every day, but that's awesome. So if you're like looking forward to the future, some of the young coaches that are watching this video, what do you think some qualities that they could have professionally that would really allow them to mesh well with you and your staff over there?
Yeah, like one thing that Macalester definitely looks for is diversity. So we're looking for that, but somebody that is just passionate about being a coach and motivated, self-motivated, that's awesome. And then, but be willing to learn, be open to new perspectives and things like that, because Macalester is a very high academic school, and these kids are really, really smart, and they ask why all the time. So we definitely need to know why we're doing certain things at certain times of the year and all that. And but be able to explain that and defend it, and then but be open to other challenges and other philosophies and things, because we're not always experimenting, but we're trying different ones, whether it's triphasic from Cal Dietz, or it's high intensity training, or we're doing some PAP stuff. I love doing post activation potentiation. And so just be open to those types of things, but really just willing to learn and motivated. And that's what we're looking for.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to talk to us. I know all the young coaches that are watching this, they can find out more about you and Macalester on the page below. But are there any last comments or things you want to say to anyone watching this video?
The last thing I want to say is we always have 3 words in the weight room. We go by mindset, unity, and drive. So so our acronym is MUD. So we get muddy in the weight room. So if you want to come and get muddy at Macalester, we'd love to have you. But yeah, look us up on macalester.edu, and it'd be great to have you join us.
All right. That's awesome, Coach. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yep.